and we'll have this ancient rivalry between the Bears and the Packers. All right, where do you think we stand here with Jordan Love? His numbers in preseason certainly were, kind of like the quality you might expect from an NFL starter. He got in, got out, did the job. Three touchdowns, no picks, good yardage, good fine performance. What's going to change here right now between the Packers and the Bears, other than, other than some personnel changes, but we know the big storyline. I mean, Jordan Love's going to have to take over for Aaron Rodgers, who, certainly was great. They had their Super Bowl. Can't say that it's all on the fact that Love has been sitting there holding a clipboard for a couple of seasons, but remember, that's what Aaron Rodgers did. So maybe that's the Packer way, right? Even Aaron's personality, we've seen the changes a little bit, as he's gotten more successful and even more famous and gone through, we know he's a little bit eccentric. But Love, for the most part, has just bided his time. We know he's waited. He's waited for his turn here. And why couldn't he be just as successful as Rodgers? Remember, the Packers are just a different type of organization, right? They've owned the Bears. They've owned the Bears. And why wouldn't it just continue? What is it going to be that big of a change from Rodgers to Love? Is now the detractors are going to say Love, they don't believe in Love. And I don't know if I believe in him to go out and, surge to be a great quarterback or be above average, or maybe just get the job done. But like I said, in the preseasons, we know he did just fine. So I think Fields is a bit of a neutralizer. I mean, look, the line here, 1.5, right? So total at 41. Maybe the Bears could get home eventually, but they never get home in this series. I mean, this is all about the Packers every single time, it seems like. Oh, hi, Essential. And I will update you on that right now. Shame on me after all of our coverage and all of our winning in the Discord. I guess Thomas can back me up. I mean, I've pretty much crushed this tournament. We had another winner earlier today. No, the winner earlier today was on the embedded video. We gave out the over. Canada getting the third place victory. Right now, 45-45, Germany and Serbia in this one. We gave out in the Discord the over in this game too. I think it's looking pretty okay at 90 points here with 30 seconds left. Schroeder with a steal and jam gives Germany a 2-point lead here with just under 30 seconds to go. Appreciate it. Hi, Perky. So that's the way I see it with this matchup, that the Packers kind of still dominate the Bears. Now, I don't know if like I said, we want to see what Love is up to. It does feel kind of like a toss-up because of what's happening, but I almost just can't ignore the Packers' dominance. Do you really think it was because of Aaron Rodgers every single time? I'm not sure that he was the overall deciding. Remember, we know the old "Who's your daddy," but there's a lot that does go into it. That I would think you guys are on the Bears. You guys are on the Bears. You guys are all over the Bears. Wow. All right. Well, then I'm going to lay off. Let me tell you this. Mindy Hahne is on the Bears. So I better lay off this one on the side if that's going to be the case. But I don't know. I mean, you guys saw it. Are you guys big Aaron Rodgers fan? You think you like what he's going to do with the Jets, or is that just you know how it is with them? How about Chicago 1-11 ATS in the division? Last 12 games in division. All right. Well, Packers 8-0 against the spread. Last 8 games in this series, and Packers, of course, always in a good position when they're an underdog now. I mean, I guess they're an underdog on the road. So maybe this is maybe losing Aaron Rodgers, maybe switching to Jordan Love, a franchise that kind of just, you know, cranks out their quarterbacks at the same pace, it seems like. Look, no guarantees, right? Nobody's going to say Jordan Love can be Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre, but it's just interesting to note how they're those, especially with Rodgers. All right, you guys. I guess I'm going to have to be on the under here if we've got a division game like this. You got Fields who can negotiate you down the line. They're not going to be explosive, are they? And the Packers certainly would love. I'm going to be on the under here in this one. All right. I've got Thomas on my side. Yeah, maybe this is a time, Scotch, coming in with the Chicago correspondent angle here that, this is the time, right? This is the time. Cinna figured it out, right? Mindy is on the Bears, you guys. So you guys are all about the Bears in this one. It feels like I'm on an island, so I better go to the total. Probably where I should hang out anyways. The reported steam did come in on this game on the under. So I'll roll with the steam here, take under. Jacoby's going under with me. You know how I feel. I've been talking about my under trends all week. I'm all about unders in the NFL. And I said we could just cancel the show and go under all year after last year. So I better repeat it now because we're here on a Sunday since I'm going with under in this game. Now, I'm not going with all unders. But last season was a massive year for unders in the NFL. And I know there's some regulars here. I don't want to bore them with it, but it was such an impactful stat that really isn't being talked about too much. But last year's NFL games averaged just 43.8 points. Now, I know this one's even under that, but consider the circumstances with this game. Still, 43.8 points. That was lower than the previous year, which averaged 46 points per game. So that was a full 2.2 point difference between last year and the year before. 2 years ago, the average score in the NFL was 49.6. 49.6. So in just 2 years, they have lopped off 5.8 points somehow in these NFL. There's no been, kind of rule changes or anything like. I mean, that's just the way it's been going. So just consider that going in, and we'll also, mention that divisional games. I mean, this is where you look for it every time, right? Division games usually going to be unders, but that is right. That is a big, big deal. Now it's baked into the cake a little bit. Odds makers are, keen to this. Certainly, you see where the totals will be, but it's just something to consider that the scoring has been dramatically down. All right. Yeah, it's always baked into the cake. We're not giving away any super duper secrets here, but more so will still be the trends that you'll find in games and the games going under. So, all right. Thanks a lot, you guys. Damien's on the Bears too.